Yo, VIPs, let's kick it. Hello and welcome to Thingymajig's racing channel. We are here for round 10 of the Ultimate Racing League, League 1. I write Tier 1 because it seems weird having two leagues. League 1. It should be Ultimate Racing Leagues, League 1. But yes, this is the Sunday evening racing for the Ultimate Racing League. And we are here. We're at the final round. This is it. This is what it's all bubbled down to. So you'll have to bear with me for some admin and to clear up the tables, which we'll do almost straight away. I've done everything else. We're at Le Soif, Le Mans race for, I think, 13 laps in the Group 3 cars. Should be about 50 minutes of beautiful racing. And I don't know if you've seen the other rounds, but man alive, these guys are all hot in the action. Their championship is taut. You've got at the top a Wacky Racer on 276 points, but he's not participated in the last two rounds. So chasing him down is Jerry Smiles on 236 points. That means he'd need to get pole today and probably win to be able to get that coveted top position. And with this, obviously this championship, it decides on 3 go up to the League of Champions and 3 go down into League 2. So everything to play for. So Wacky Racer at the moment at the top of the championship. Will he show today to gain points and take that championship, or is he going to leave himself wide open for Jerry Smiles to whip in there and take the championship away? But let's not miscount. In third place, Muhammad Ali is on 219 points, and his season has got stronger and stronger as it's gone on. He has absolutely come back with a bite. So Muhammad Ali, in his non-Aston Martin, is aiming for that second spot. Nigel is in fourth on 179 points. I mean, he's not going to be able to catch them, in all fairness. But he also is in a huge battle at the moment in fourth place with a fifth place Smoky Tom on 176 points. Stealth in, sixth on 168 points, and then we have Hodgie in the other BMW in 7th on 166 points. So 4 positions there, all jostling. I mean, they're not going to get promoted or relegated, but it's still bragging rights at the end of the day. And there's not a lot of points covering those guys. So everything to fight for in the middle there. Slowpoke and Firepower, the Lexis, in their own little personal battle. Slowpoke is 8th on 149 points, with Firepower in 9th on 145 points, and in 10th is Declan on 141 points. All of those guys still battling it out. Now we're getting down to the scary end of the table. 11th is James Stephen. I don't know why it's fair 2 people race, but James and Stephen have got 110 points. With 12th place C Broad, we saw him driving last week like a legend on 101 points. Then in the drop zone, we've got Biggie, or just above the drop zone, Biggie, 13th on 67 points. Then we have 14th Benzo on 48 points. 15th is Conrad on 32 points. And 16th is Robbie on 7 points. Remember, Robbie's got it in his contract. He only races at Brands Hatch. So it looks to me, no matter what happens, we can see the 3 that are going to be going down, unless Benzo, Conrad and Robbie show up and they end up scoring a humongous amount of points. So that's the table. Hope you kept up with it. It's all on Facebook, trust me. If you go and look for the Ultimate Racing League on the Facebook, they've got all their tables there. Just go down the news story, you'll find them. Right then, so the Ultimate Racing League, League 1. We're just about to look at the grid, but I'd just like to let you know that Dubby is a brilliant energy drink, and you really need to get on the Dubby train. Chew, drink Dubby today. Also, look on Facebook. I'm sure it'll be around somewhere on the Ultimate Racing League that you can buy it through or using a code of some kind and get some mad deals and save some hella stacks. Okay, right. So let's have a look at this grid. Oh my God, it's been warm. Has it not been warm? Why? We're all British here, I'm sure. And it's been hot lately. Well, not for me, because I like to sit back and chill with my Eldridge air conditioning. It's beautiful. Call Eldridge air conditioning today. They'll be on the internet. Look them up. Right then, the grid. I'm going to try and do this backwards, even though I wrote it down forward. That's the crazy cook that I am. I just decided right at the last minute, let's change things up and do it backwards. So hold on to your hats, because I'm going to get loads wrong. Plus, they've got their endurance liveries on, just as I was getting used to the liveries that they were usually using, because I'm only 3 rounds in, even though you lot are 10 rounds in. So, yes, it's not going to be confusing at all. Let's do this. Here we go then. 11th place, we've got Declan in the Red Bull Chevy. And remember, he's 10th on 141 points in that battle with Slowpoke and Firepower. So he's got some work to do to try and catch them up. In 10th place, in the Brawn Merkshadies, yes, is Seabroad, 10th place. There you go. Beautiful. Then in 9th in the BMW, it is Biggie. I've not seen him for the last couple of rounds, but he has come back to represent in the final round, and that is what matters. Then in 8th place, we have the Stake Lexi of Firepower. And he, in that battle with his teammate, remember, Slowpoke, who is in 7th spot on the grid. So that battle between the two of them, and at the moment Slowpoke winning with 149 points and Firepower 145 points. And if Firepower can stay there, no, Slowpoke, I mean, can stay there, he is good. In 6th place, we have a Niggle in the new old Honda. And that's looking splendid. Is that not just the livery it comes with? Because he's neither had a sprint nor a endurance one. So I think that's... No, because he's got Dubby down there. Dubby, drink Dubby today. Ooh, hang on. Woo! There you go. Dubby! So no, it's not. It just hasn't got two different ones. Right then, so that was Niggle. 5th is Stealth in the BMW. And we saw some spectacular stuff from Stealth and his teammate Hodgie last round out. Watch it now here on Thingymajig Racing Channel. Here we go. I've gone really corporate suddenly. Then we have Smoky Tom in 10th place in the Red Bull Chevrolet. Looking absolutely splendid, isn't he? Then in 3rd, the second BMW. Well, it's the 3rd, actually, because if we count Biggie. But the of Hodgie, I meant of their team. I can't remember the team name, sorry. Then we have Jerry Smiles in 2nd place. Remember, he's in that taut battle, trying to catch up with Wacky Racer, who we haven't seen on the grid yet, and try and keep Grahamad Ali at bay. Talking about Grahamad Ali, there he is on pole. So first job done to try and take 2nd in the championship, get pole at Le Mans. And I must say that not an Aston Martin, but a Genesis looks a mighty fine. Right, that's the shenanigans over and done with, ladies and gents. We can get on with some racing finally. hopefully we're all okay with the tables. I did explain it. The biggest battle at the moment we've got is Muhammad Ali is in third on 219 points. Jerry Smiles is in second. No, he's not, sorry. Yeah, he's second in the championship on 236, and Muhammad Ali is third on 219. And, well, I guess if Jerry Smiles can finish just behind him, but I haven't taken drop scores come into it as well, don't forget. So I don't know if that changes anything. So let's just go on as it is before I get all tied up in points and other stuff. I think I did the table okay. Oh, bringing it around then on to the start straight for 13 laps, grueling laps of Le Mans. They are go, go, go. Muhammad Ali leading from Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles in a tow, trying to stay with him. Hodgie in third, and Smoky Tom looking like he's getting an absolutely lightning start, even though they all get the similar starts. Down the straight, he looked like he closed in on the BMW quite nicely. That corner can be quite tricky on cold tyres, and Hodgie coming out of it a bit slow. Smoky Tom looking to get by. Already he's right up the back of the BMW. It looks everything's clear for Muhammad Ali. He's got a lovely gap from Jerry Smiles. Jerry Smiles, he looks safe enough from Hodgie, but now I think Smoky Tom having to lift for Hodgie has got Stealth and Niggle all lined up on board with Niggle as we go through that corner, which gives you a penalty. I like to think of it as the penalty corner. All of them trying to clamber for a tow off the man in front, creating a beautiful tow train. Slowpoke then in seventh, and Biggie has got past one of the Lexis of Firepower, and Biggie moving up a position with Declan in 10th, and Seabroad moving back into that 11th place. Muhammad Ali leads from Jerry Smiles, Hodgie, then Smoky Tom, but it looks like Stealth is ready to get his moves on like Jagger. Now, any tyre, I don't think, oh, they've got to use the hard tyre for 2 laps. At least. Use the hard tyre for 2 laps. No. Yes, I believe that's the rule. They've got to use, should have checked. I race in so many different leagues, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure, yeah, they've got to use the hard tyre for at least 2 laps. I haven't looked at who's on what tyre at all. We're on with Stealth at the moment. He's on a set of medium tyres. With Smoky Tom on the racing hard. Smoky Tom doing very well there. Hodgie on the medium. So Hodgie under threat from the Chevy, and the Chevy is on the slower tyre of the two. Smoky Tom must be driving out of his skin. Jerry Smiles on the mediums with Muhammad Ali going for the softs, and it's working for him. He's pulled out a bit of a lead on Jerry Smiles, whilst Hodgie is holding off Smoky Tom, who's on the racing hard tyre. Stealth also, well, he's on the medium tyre, the same as his teammate Hodgie. Niggle on the racing soft, and he's fallen back from those guys. Here we go. Looks like Smoky Tom has made the move. Oh no! And Stealth crept through as well, but they held position. Hodgie's come back at Stealth, but Smoky Tom seems to have gained. He's gained on Hodgie. It looked like originally Hodgie lost the position to Stealth, but somehow got it back off of him, and that's helped Niggle out. I was just about to say how Niggle on the soft tyres has dropped away from that group of cars, but he is now gained back from them tumbling over each other. Slowpoke is got Biggie catching him, with Declan now up ahead of Firepower. Firepower dropping 2 positions now. Oh, medium tyres. Let's check the tyres. That might have a lot to do with it. Medium tyres for Slowpoke. Biggie's on the softs. Yeah, he's gaining ground on him on the soft tyres through the corners. Declan is on the hard tyre. Declan going the long way. And Firepower on the mediums, with Seabroad also on the mediums. Muhammad Ali then on them softs, pulling away, and I assume it was very tight with the Group 4 cars down in League 3, so I imagine these guys have got absolutely no chance whatsoever. I imagine the fuel will not last, so there'll be no clever long driving on hard tyres. Those that started on hard tyres I would assume would make, it's about juggling the fuel. We'll see how the fuel goes. Vodka Rob, who also races in the Ultimate Racing League, in the League 3, is in the chat. He says, good evening, sir. How the devil are you? I am Tickety Boo. Oh no, I'm better than Smoky Tom. Smoky Tom just drifted out wide and lost the position to Hodgie. Hodgie now can camp out in position 3. And those hard tyres, wasn't it? Smoky Tom been trying. He's been trying so hard. Maximum effort on those hard tyres, but they finally gave up on him and wouldn't give him the grip that he needed to stay with these medium runners. So most of the field have opted, oh dear, Jerry Smiles picks up a small penalty there. It looks fine though, Hodgie's far enough back. So the leader's gone on softs and one Niggle in 5th. They've gone on the softs, they're out for just a pure burn. Jerry Smiles is on the mediums, and here we have, Stealth has used the the tow, to get himself past his teammate Hodgie. And don't forget, there's a tight old battle in the middle of the championship. Every single point will count in this race. And Hodgie sitting 7th in the championship on 166. Stealth is 6th on 168. So Stealth, he's trying to stay above Hodgie in the championship. And that is the drama there between teammates. Then we have a Niggle, and Niggle's being caught by Smoky Tom. He's back on it again, even though he's picked up a slight penalty. Those hard tyres working well for the Chevy at the moment. And Mark Wilson in the chat, one of the other commentators that does League of Champions, I think. I think he's the big man. He's the big cheese. Hello, Mark. So Smoky Tom at the moment with a Niggle all up in his business. Well, Smoky Tom must have got past Niggle while I was looking at the chat, because he was behind. But Niggle in the corners has that advantage of soft tyres. So he'll be all up in Smoky Tom's business after they've done away with these pesky straights. This is what Niggle will be thinking. Give me more corners. I need that advantage. He's getting a lovely tow though off the Chevy. Again, Biggie has got by Slowpoke now, but he is on the soft tyres also. Slowpoke getting a tow on those mediums, with Declan on the hards, doing well with the Chevy. Again, the Chevy working well with the hards. As Firepower on the mediums behind him, and C Broad also on the mediums. Muhammad Ali almost down to half a tank already. Look, we're only on the second lap of 13, so it might be multiple stops in these cars. It doesn't look like anyone's decided to bother with any kind of fuel save. The Beamers might be. They're doing. The group's looking. No, I suppose they're all about the same. They're all pedal to the metal, ladies and gents. There's no lift and coast here. And Smoky Tom then. Oh yeah, Niggle got past. I missed it again. Sorry. Oh my word. It's a long race. We can't go back looking. If we catch it, we catch it. If we don't, it's we'll just imagine how good it was. But Niggle back ahead, and now making an advantage on those soft tyres as he pulls away from Smoky Tom. Smoky Tom, though, we think is... Oh, Mark Wilson says he is fuel saving. So there is fuel saving going on in this. Oh, Niggle absolutely sliding through the chicanes there at the end of the lap. Looking delicious in the Honda. Hodgie might be in trouble here. Yeah, I think the Beamers might be saving some of that stuff. Jerry Smiles as well. He's not keeping up with... Oh, wow. Muhammad Ali, he's just absolutely pelting it. And he is using a lot more fuel up than Jerry. The Beamers, a little bit more. Niggle's already got... I've got just one Niggle, because he's obviously a busy man at the moment. We'll go and look around the field on the straights. But in the corners, Niggle seems to be up to business. So Niggle absolutely pedal to the metal. And he's trying to see how high he can get. Oh, he's got to get a penalty for that, surely. He's going to get a Michael Massey. Only half a second. Wowzers. I thought they got you hard and heavy for that corner. Even so, Hodgie back through. Hodgie back through just about. Side by side Neither getting a tow, but it looked like Stealth pulled over there to give his teammate a tow. He might be too far back for it though. Niggle then with that half a second penalty, it's going to hurt him because Smoky Tom will be all up and in his business again. Jerry Smiles at the moment just doing enough to stay ahead of the BMWs. Muhammad Ali on a totally different strategy as the rest of the field, it seems. He is just gonna absolutely sling it with Jerry Smiles playing the long game here on the medium tyres. Stealth in third with Hodgie now back in that fourth. Niggle down in fifth, and he's got to be watching. Oh, hello, Biggie and Smokey going side by side through the corner, and Biggie really is trying to get those soft tyres to work. And how long can they last? They're not doing too bad for lap 3, are they? So I don't know if they'll be able to get him halfway, but Smoky Tom still holds position. But you imagine as soon as they get to the corners, Biggie will have an advantage on the Corvette. Biggie already slinging it out wide. Get a good tight. There you go. Look, there's the advantage already. Managing to sling it out wide, get it tight into the corner, but the Corvette will not yield down the streets and straights. It's Le Mans. Used to be a straight course, don't you know? So Smoky Tom doing an unbelievable job in the Corvette, holding that 6th place ahead of Biggie, but Biggie now pulling out and smelling the fresh air as he gets by the Corvette. Two totally different strategies though. Niggle just about to pay his penalty, and he could be in trouble because Biggie has a sense of urgency about him. Looks like he wants to shed that fuel as quickly as possible. Slowpoke staying with the pack here at the moment on the medium tyres. Broad has got past Declan and Firepower. I'm sure Broad was the last runner. Oh, shocking that I haven't picked these up. I apologise, but it's a long track and there's quite a few people here, isn't there, really? I applaud Ultimate Racing League. Usually by round 10 no one can be bothered, and you usually have 5 people or something. So yeah, 11 to show is a great feat and a statement of how much fun the races are in the championship. Declan then in 10th with Firepower there in 11th in the Lexi. Muhammad Ali crosses the line of 4:02.2. His tyres are about just not quite half worn, I'd say. He's used just under half a tank. Someone's gone in, Smokey. He's doing the minimum 2-lap jobby on those hard tyres, and then he's coming in and shedding them. So C Broad might be able to gain a position. I thought that Corvette wasn't doing too badly. I thought he'd risk it for a bit longer. I wonder if the hards can last for the rest of the race, but can the fuel tank? Half a tank, 8 laps. If they fill up now, possibly yes, they could get the rest of the way. Jerry Smiles has been caught by Stealth. Jerry Smiles, he hasn't really done anything. It's just Stealth's raised that. He's done 2 402s in a row, and now he's closing in on the Mercedes with Hodgie there in 4th. Biggie did get past Niggle. I haven't seen a single one of Niggle's moves being overtaken or overtaken. It's like my blind spot is that Honda. It's because it's a lot lower. It's a short car. I don't see it. I can't see it behind the big cars. It's a little car. It's a little petite car. Keep missing his overtakes. You probably wouldn't see him anyway. So Niggle then drops to 6th as Biggie starting from 9th, don't forget, up to 5th now. Great stuff. Hodgie in 4th with Stealth right there with Jerry Smiles, but he might not want to overtake. Well, he is about a lap faster than Jerry Smiles. I can't imagine he'd want to sit at that pace just to save fuel. It is nice when you get a tow. You can lift off at the end of the straight, save a little bit of fuel. He's screaming that car out though. Oh, I don't know how much fuel saving the Stealth's doing. It's not going quite purple though, but it is flashing blue. Oh, he's going for the move now on Jerry Smiles. No, it's not there. Can he get him underneath? And Jerry Smiles then. Oh my word, this is pressure for Jerry Smiles to be dealing with that Stealth all up in his business. And Hodgie, I see his gear changes. No, he's flashing it up as well. So Mr. Super 64 in the chat saying, great comms. I ran out of steam in this race. Stealth putting me under pressure. Great racing, Jerry Smiles. Don't give it away. Jerry, at the moment, you're doing an absolute stand-up job on the medium tyres against Stealth, who is laying it on thick. He is laying on the butter and the marmalade as thick as it goes. And Jerry Smiles just soaking it up like a sponge, living with the Beamer, trying to break the toe. But yes, it's just all you're doing is looking like you can't drive straight when you try and break the toe. It never does. They just follow you. Hodgie, he hasn't been caught by Biggie yet, but Biggie is on his way. Those tyres not quite half worn. How was Grahamard's? He's over halfway worn. With his tyres, he's down to his last quarter of a tank. So that rate, he's going to be thinking of pitting at the end of the next lap, I would say, and he would have to go a bit easier on the accelerator in the second half if he only wants to one stop. Jerry Smiles, he's just over a quarter of a tank, with Stealth just over a quarter of a tank as well. Hodgie is just over quarter of a tank, sorry. And Biggie, to say he's been absolutely thundering through the pack, he has done well with his fuel, but his tyres, not so. Niggle's gone in. Those soft tyres, they could look like they could have gone. That is a strange choice. A strange choice from Niggle there. Still looks like he's got beef on those tyres. And he's got fuel, so that is a strategy move. Biggie then, doing all right. Slowpoke, moving up to 6th now with all these pit stops. See Broad, and it was Smoky Tom we saw stop earlier. He's still on his outlap. Felt like he stopped ages ago. It's such a long lap around here. And so Smoky Tom crossing the line on the mediums, and he gets past Niggle. At least he does get, well, I've seen them before where they start doing that and then they release them at the end of the pit lane. And Niggle then, it is Smoky Tom. He's up ahead of Niggle now. Medium tyres for the pair of them. So Niggle yet to use the hard tyre. He's 2 stopping. Tom has used the hard tyre and he's on the medium tyre. Interesting. Firepower still trekking on the mediums in 10th, ahead of Declan now, who has pitted and put on a set of mediums like his teammate Muhammad Ali. He's going to rinse that fuel tank, which I would assume you would. Strange that Niggle decided not to. Stealth is ahead of Jerry Smiles. I apologise. Oh my good golly gosh, I miss it all. So Jerry Smiles though in the tow. The fuel is exactly the same between these two. Tyre wear pretty much similar as well. This is race on between Stealth and Jerry Smiles. Hodgie just sitting in the background there. 4:03.4 from him last time around. Now he's going half a second faster on things. He has pulled the trigger as we're getting close to pit stop area. No, yeah, I've just decided that 5 of 13, he's not, there's no way Smoky Tom's going to get that fuel tank all the way to the end, and he might have to make another stop. He'll stay on the hards a bit longer. We'll see though, we'll see how it patterns out. I have been wrong before. Niggle on those medium tyres, got a big job now, chasing down Smoky Tom. Firepower on a quarter of a tank in 10th. Declan, if he did pit, he only put 3/4 in. It's strange stuff. I can't wait to see how this pans out. We're on a learning curve together, guys. I can't call it. I don't know what some of these guys are trying to think of. Unless he's used that since his pit stop. What Smoky Tom used? Yeah, that might be just what they've used since their pit stop. Fuel don't last round Le Mans. For these Group 3 cars, it blows me away. Wow. Muhammad Ali is looking for that. He's quite a way away, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he's done his maths just right. And will find himself the pit stop. Here we got a race here. Jerry Smiles goes for a move on Stealth. Stealth just tips it underneath him as Jerry runs out a little wide after the move, and Stealth then under the pressure that he was putting on Jerry Smiles himself. The German marquees fighting it out between the pair of them. And Hodgie definitely looking like he's gaining on this battle. These guys haven't got enough fuel, have they? They've got to come in, surely. Muhammad's coming in, Stealth's come in, Jerry's come in, and so has Hodgie. And Biggie then. Oh, it's tight. It's nip and tuck if he... No, he is coming in. But Slowpoke fancies it, and he should. He's got whack-a-day fuel. He's got fuel for days. So Slowpoke should... Grahamad might get back out. No, he's not even in his pit lane yet. So Slowpoke does take the lead of the race in the Sauber Stake Lexus. And Slowpoke then leads Le Mans lap 6 of 13. A shade off of halfway. And the rest of the field, apart from Smoky Tom, this is the reckoning. This is where Smoky Tom finds out if it's worth it, even though I do think he may have to pit again for more fuel. He's up to 8th at the moment, and there he gains on a bulk of them. No, he doesn't. Here they come, right in front of him. It's tight. Smoky Tom up into 4th. Hodgie somehow, he's only half filled it. He's going to just... That cheeky monkey's going to do 2 laps on hard tyres and then come in on lap 8 with another set of softs, and he has only half filled, and he's jumped Stealth, who's gone hards but full tank, Jerry Smiles, who's gone hards and full tank. Maybe they're going to try and get to the end. Biggie's gone hards, 3/4 of a tank. One thinks he's only going to do the 2 laps, and then he also will visit the pit stop. Niggle, oh my word, it did not work out for Niggle at all. I think he's done some mad fuel saving though, because his pit stop was a while ago and he hasn't used that much fuel, but man alive, the pack has bolted. So now the question is, what is better, a 1-stop or a 2-stop? We will not know. Well, some people know who were in it, but at the moment, Slowpoke still okay for fuel, isn't he? Could he get another lap out of that? Slap some hards on it to bring it on home when everyone else is 2-stopping. Interesting. There's a lot of... I like it. It tickles my fancy. So Muhammad Ali started on the softs and he went as far as the medium runners. The fuel, the mediums or softs didn't really make a difference, it seems, except softs were a bit faster. But those that chose mediums, I'm not saying wrong call, but me. There you go. See, my mistake was I had a sip of my coffee. And I think that's why it's called coffee, because it makes you bloody cough. So yeah, Muhammad Ali, I think that was correct choice in the beginning there on the soft tyres, it seems. Hodgie, an absolute blinding move there, but Smoky Tom, already with the mediums, the faster tyre, and warmed up to track temperature. Smoky Tom is all up and in Hodgie's business. Hodgie just doing the 2-lap, we guess, for the mandatory tyre use, and then we'll be back in again. Smoky Tom is smoking him now up the inside, and we don't think Smoky Tom has got enough fuel to get to the end. He did the 2 laps on hards right at the very beginning. So I think it's Apex Bloomfield in the chats. Don't choke, mate. I know. I just had a sip of my coffee, and then I went to speak, and I don't know. And Bloomfield in the chat saying they have so much grip compared to our GT4s. I know, but man alive, have you seen how much fuel they use? It's crazy. So Slowpoke still leading, and he is going around again. You go. You get down with your bad self there. This is cracking. I wonder if it's going to work. I mean, he hasn't got that much of a lead on him, but he is definitely going to one stop. This could be quite interesting. And Jerry Smile saying, give that man a pat on the back. Yeah, wind me. And Vodka Rob saying, I had an absolute mare of a week in our League 3 races. I managed an off in all 3. Hey, don't give it away. Paul's going to be commentating on them pretty soon. Oh, well, he's going to do Le Mans, and then I think a week later you're going to get Devil's Haircut or Dragon's Trail. Slowpoke then leads Grahamad Ali on the racing hard. Smoky Tom, he got himself up ahead of Hodgie. Hodgie ticking the box for the 2 laps of hard compounds, as we think Grahamad Ali is as well. Hodgie, though, fascinating, just short filling and jumping Stealth and Jerry Smiles. That was a boss move, you've got to say, by Hodgie. But Stealth and Jerry Smiles, I say it's a boss move, but they might be running to the end. They don't have to do that extra pit stop. And then we'll see. We'll see what is better, the fuel save or the pit stop. Biggie, he's just doing the 2 tyre. I don't think there's any fuel saving going on in Biggie's life. He doesn't save. He either burns it or spends it. Oh yes, it's coming. It's coming. So Vodka Rob saying I qualified well as well, and Bluefield saying can't wait to watch them. Also waiting to see the championship table to see where I finished. Oh, I've got League Ones. I get to announce it at the end of the stream. I can't wait. So Biggie, he's picked up a small penalty there, but Jerry's got a big Massey's penalty. And so the Massey strikes again. Return of the Massey on Jerry Smiles there. That's definitely going to put him behind Biggie. Stealth at the meantime is getting out of dodge, whilst Hodgie is bossing it right up Smoky Tom. So he's getting a tow as well. He couldn't ask for more. In fact, Hodgie, I mean, I say he's just going to do the 2 laps. He could just stay with Smoky Tom. He doesn't know how much fuel Smoky Tom's got, though. But Smoky Tom is pulling him around, and they are catching Grahamad Ali. Jerry Smiles, don't forget, he's got that mega race going on with Grahamad Ali and Wacky Racer for the top 3. And at the moment, Biggie, well, he's got half a second. Jerry Smiles has got a second penalty. And so's Niggle. We are getting absolutely massied at this point in the race. Did he just show up? Because we had none of this before the pit stops. Declan also with a half a second penalty. C Broad, he's going to play into his hands. We haven't looked down here for a while. I apologise. Firepower is pitted. He's put the hard tyres on. And the 2 Sauber Steak Lexis are bookending the pack. C Broad on a set of mediums. I think he has pitted. Did he change his tyres though? Because it only looks like he pitted a couple of laps ago. Declan, he started on the hards for 2 laps and went on to the mediums. He's been running on the mediums ever since. He's done well with his fuel, you know. I didn't think they would go very far. Niggle then pays. Oh, so how did that go with Biggie? And so Biggie does go ahead of Jerry Smiles in the penalty box. And Slowpoke finally comes into the pits. Wow. Look at that. 7 laps around Le Mans. So you got to take your hats off to him. Slowpoke, he can save some fuel. As Grahamad Ali then looks set to retake the lead of the race. With Smoky Tom now in second. That strategy so far is working for him, but he will have to pit again, as we think Hodgie will because of the fuel. Stealth, Jerry Stealth going in. Stealth, you cheeky son of a... Wow. So Stealth was only doing the 2 laps, I take it. Hodgie has opted to stay out longer than the 2 laps, obviously. Things change. Jerry stays out as well. I was thinking that Stealth and Jerry were going all the way, or trying to go as far into it as possible. And with Hodgie short filling his car, thought he was only going to do the 2 laps. And how wrong I was. They Stealth went in. Biggie's come in as well. He's done his 2 laps. We called that one at least. That puts Declan up into 7th place. But he will have to pit again. Slowpoke comes out of the pits in 5th. On the hards, we know he can make the fuel last. Slowpoke's going all the way to the end. He's not that far behind Jerry Smiles, who we think I don't think he's going to get that fuel to the end. I think Jerry is deluding himself if he thinks he can drive all the way to the end on just over half a tank of fuel. So that plays into Slowpoke's hands. Hodgie, he's getting very close to a pit stop. Stealth already making his pit stop. He's got a long way to go. Seabroad looks like he has just made an error, and Stealth gets a position there in 8th. That doesn't work out for Slowpoke. He needs these pit stop cars to be slowed down with traffic as much as possible so he can get into his groove like Madonna. And Vodka Rob in the chat saying evening to Ethan. There's a mini chat in the chat. I like it. So Niggle, it didn't work out for Niggle, did it really? He was looking so strong on those soft tyres in the early part of the race. I think he pitted too soon. But it's just an opinion that I hold. But yeah, I think he just went a little too early with those soft tyres. He could have milked them a little bit. Especially as he's not put hards on. So he's still got to make a stop for hard tyres. Interesting. It might work. I might be wrong. I just, at the moment, it doesn't, to me, look like it's adding up. Declan in 7th. He's doing the same as his teammate Smokey Tom. I reckon we've had chats before. Smokey Tom has caught up Grahamad Ali, as Grahamad Ali is trying to spend those hard compounds that Smokey Tom already has used. But don't forget, I am sure Smokey Tom is going to have to pit again before the end of the race. Well, a lot of them are, aren't they? Really? Grahamad Ali is not going to get half a tank to last for, well, I say not, but Slowpoke got 7 laps out of a full tank. Oof. It's a tough one to call here. Hodgie might be a little bit too far from home here. This is a worry for Hodgie. Where is Jerry Smiles? In 4th place. Oh, the gap's hard to see on this bloody map because it's such a big track. I think Hodgie might be safe there. And Smokey Tom has done it. He's got through. And Grahamad Ali.
I think we beat the Citroens.
And Smokey Tom then on a big push, don't forget, because Smokey Tom has got to get in again. But he's done the hard tyres. I don't know. Who knows? What we'll see at the end of this race what the best strategy is. Just feel like, if you're going to... I don't know if it's worth stopping twice just to do two laps on the hard tyre. Can it be that bad? He was doing a 407, a 406. He's in, and Grahamad Ali also coming in to get rid of the hard tyre. Hodgie needs to come in because of fuel, but to get rid of the hard tyre. Jerry Smiles, half a tank of fuel. He comes in also. Slowpoke, come on. The Lexus. Slowpoke having a little giggle in his helmet as he goes past the pit entrance. Oh, big slide though. And he's got Niggle, but Niggle hasn't used the hard compound yet, so Niggle will have to pit. Do not get tied up in a race with Niggle, Slowpoke. There is no need. There is no need to race the man behind you. I'm sure he has not used the hard compound yet. So Slowpoke back in top. You didn't expect it to happen that quickly, I've got to say. So Smokey Tom in, and what tyre is he going to use to end the race with? We don't know until they leave. Stealth made that earlier stop, didn't he? Is it a genius move? No, we've had people coming out. Grahamad Ali's out. He's gone for the soft tyre, full tank. He's going all the way. Smokey Tom is out. soft tyre, full tank. This is a sprint race. They've turned the end of this race into a sprint race. There we go. Stealth made it up to 5th, ahead of his teammate Hodgie. So Stealth, in the end, it was the right move. Just two laps on those hard tyres. Get in, get back out. So Stealth back ahead of Hodgie. This is amazing. Jerry Smiles, he did pit. He's gone for the mediums. He's gone for a medium set of tyres. Maybe he's not comfortable on those soft tyres, and he thinks he can get there on not quite a full tank. Oh, it looks like Seabroad. Even if his fuel tank makes it, those tyres don't look very good. He couldn't have changed them. He must have just left the same tyres on, but pitted at some point. Biggie then, he's been lost down here in 9th after all of that action, and on the mediums. It might come good for the medium runners come the end of this race, those soft tyres. But as I saw the softs from, Niggle stopped quite early on it. Niggle's gone leading. Slowpoke then. Getting a tow. Just get the tow. Don't go for the race. Don't go for the race. He's got to pit again, Slow. Or Poke. I don't know, Mr. Poke. Stay in his tow. Save the fuel like you have been. Do not get pulled into a race. Bloomfield saying, former teammate, let's hope we got 4th in the constructors. I think we beat the Citroens. Bodkrop saying, I would rather have different car makes, to be honest. Bloomfield saying, yeah, mate. Same. Bodkrop saying, the more variables, the better. More tyre wear and fuel. Bloomfield saying, I agree. So, yeah, they're having themselves a good old chinwag. Slowpoke back ahead whilst I was reading that, but it looks like Niggle is coming back. Now, let's hope that Slowpoke isn't burning unnecessary fuel here that he doesn't need to. I mean, Slowpoke wouldn't be aware in the race. You're not much aware. I mean, some people seem to have an awareness, but I find it a struggle to, well, in VR you don't see what tyres anyone's on, but Slowpoke probably isn't aware that Niggle hasn't used the hard tyre, and for all Slowpoke knows, he's probably thinking this is the race. Ooh, this is what you don't need. Come on, come on, come on. Slowpoke then. Don't just let him go, man. Just let him go. You don't need to race him, but I'm sure Slowpoke doesn't know that. And why would he? So Niggle, he's got to do 2 laps. So he's got to pit at the minimum lap 11. Behind this, there is some stuff. There is another race going on, believe it or not. Muhammad Ali on the softs with Smokey Tom in 4th, was not ahead of Muhammad Ali. He will be again, because that penalty is right on a terrible place and it hurts. So I'm sure Smokey Tom will be back ahead of Muhammad Ali. Stealth ahead of Hodgie, and that's for the championship as well, remember. Jerry Smiles, oh poor Jerry Smiles, he was fighting for that supremacy. I mean, granted he needed the fastest lap and a win here, and at the moment Muhammad Ali in 3rd. He might be in striking distance to Jerry Smiles in the championship. Jerry Smiles might be losing 2nd in the championship here to Muhammad Ali. I mean, lap 9 of 13, Jerry Smiles in 7th, Muhammad Ali in 3rd. He's got that penalty, so he might lose a position to Smokey Tom. It's anything goes out there, although did it just go red for Smokey Tom? No. It must have been just as I flipped down. Stealth and Hodgie having an inter-team battle. I like it. Jerry Smiles is all on his own now with Seabroad, his teammate. He's just going with those medium tyres. I'll cut that. You'll have to check the replay to see if they were the medium tyres he started on, but that is stunning stuff if they were. Biggie coming back, bigger and better. 9th, he's heading for that 8th place with Declan in 10th and Firepower in 11th on a set of medium tyres. Running to the end, he's just pitted, he's just made a stop. Is that his 2nd stop? So Niggle is ahead of Slowpoke. Hopefully Slowpoke knows what he's doing with his fuel. 3 laps to go. And at the moment, it's just enough. Muhammad Ali not paying that penalty yet. These guys will be chasing down Slowpoke, who's done a 4:07.9. His last time out, he's getting a lovely toe though. Niggle is helping him out, I think. Niggle with a penalty. And here we go. Down to Mulsanne. Oh no, we're still in the chicane, sorry. Second chicane on the Mulsanne straight. And that's Slowpoke back in the lead. Cracking stuff there. These two are having a lovely little dice. And all I worry is burning unnecessary fuel for Slowpoke. I don't want to see him pit. I want to see this one-stop work. He did such a beautiful job in the first part of the race. I want this to work.
It's a GT500, ain't it?
So Slowpoke still leads with Niggle. The fuel tank's starting to flash. Niggle might just stay behind Slowpoke. He's got to pick up a penalty. God knows, I can't remember where it was now. But yeah, he might want to just stay behind Slowpoke just to get the toe and not burn so much fuel. So he can get back to the pit lane to put his hard tyres on. No, he don't care, he's going through. Screw the fuel. They're not far away from the pits anyway. He's got to pay a penalty soon. So these two having a great laugh up here. Muhammad Ali yet to pay his penalty, and Smoky Tom in fourth. Stealth and Hodgie getting ever closer together. And I'm sure the team manager has told him to keep it calm. Race, but be calm. And Hodgie just closing in. I don't want to tell you the championship. I told you it all at the beginning, and now, because we're getting close to the end of the race, and I'll be reading out the final table, I'm not going to build that anticipation. But there is tight between these two in the table, and Hodgie then goes ahead of Stealth, and that looks like it was organised, didn't it? Looks like they knew exactly what was happening there. Niggle has paid that penalty now, and he's behind Slowpoke, but he's going to go into the pits, and Slowpoke, I imagine, will be absolutely relieved and euphoric to see the little Honda disappear. And Vodka Rob saying the Honda should really be a Group 2 car going off the GT7 scale. It's a GT500, ain't it? I believe, I don't know. I don't know my cars. So Muhammad Ali moves up into second place. Smoky Tom in third. Now let's have a look. 4:02.5 for Muhammad Ali. Slowpoke a 4:06.7. 4 seconds a lap faster. Muhammad Ali with 2 or 3 laps to go. This is, I mean, Slowpoke, he's got to hope that they absolutely destroy those soft tyres trying to catch him and have no grip by the time they reach him. Smoky Tom there sniffing out second place ahead of him. Hodgie pulled away from Stealth. Stealth might be doing a bit of fuel save. I don't know. He is a bit less than Hodgie. So maybe Stealth having to do a bit of fuel saving at this stage. His tyres are looking a little worse for wear as well. With Jerry Smiles. Has he still not paid a penalty, or has he just decided to pick another penalty up? Jerry Smiles must have slept with Michael Massey's wife. Biggie, 7th. So he's jumped a couple of places there. Declan, who's got the fastest lap of the race. Hoo-ha! Go, Team Chevy. Look at that. So Declan getting the fastest lap of the race. Niggle down in 9th after his pit stop. All to do from there, and I really don't think there's much you can do. And he's filled her up well, I suppose, 3/4 of a tank. He's going to go full pelt. It looks like most of them are out there on half a tank now. That must be the sweet spot to get it home. But Niggle, I mean, on the hard tyres, what can he do after Declan does the fastest lap with a 4:07.53 dead? Broad, he's just pitted. He's put his set of hard tyres on to tick the box of the mandatory tyre, and Firepower just wasn't in the game today. But Slowpoke is. Unbelievable stuff, and I am now edging to the edge of my chair because I can see that Grahamad and Smokey are on their way, but I have every inch and everything inside of me is yearning for Slowpoke to do well. Not in a sexual way, but although, I mean, if he wins, I might give him a Perez special. But Slowpoke, at the moment, doing everything just right. Grahamad Ali on those soft tyres. He's not munching through them like we were hoping. Smoky Tom on the chase as well. Hodgie might be a little too far, but I don't know, you know. Oh, Slowpoke, because I'm even doing deals with myself now, thinking, well, if he can't win it, at least he might get third. Come on, Slowpoke. Oh, stressing me out. Car 66. What are you doing to a man? So at the moment, Slowpoke doing all he can, doing what a Slowpoke cat does in the Lexus, doing an absolutely fabulous job. I think he's won the crowd over. They're all rooting for him. Grahamad Ali, though, has a championship. He has a second place to try and steal, and he's not going to steal it in second, but he might do in first. Smokey, especially with Jerry Smiles down in sixth. Smoky Tom also wants to ruin the party as Hodgie is just off of the podium and his teammate Stealth in fifth. Jerry Smiles sixth, being caught by Massive Big E in seventh. Declan in eighth, still ahead of Niggle, with Broad in 10th, ahead of Firepower. But it's all eyes on Slowpoke right now. Can he do it? We're into the penultimate lap. And Jerry Smiles in the chat saying Slowpoke played a blinder. He did. I want to stop the replay now and just say he won. He won. Let's just go home. But at the moment, Slowpoke is doing all he can. But Grahamad Ali on those softer tyres, but he is wearing into them. But remember, Grahamad Ali was absolutely mighty in the first part of this race. And on those soft tyres, he was unstoppable. Vodka Rob in the chat saying, I love driving that Genesis in VR with the mirror on the dashboard. There you go. I don't know if I've ever had a go on it. I thought it was an Aston Martin until halfway through the last round. So I'm trying not to say too much about the Genesis. I was going to call it a Skoda. He has now closed up. He has risen, baby girl. Behold, Grahamad Ali is going to do everything he can. He's got pole. The only thing he's not got fastest lap at the moment, and he probably doesn't have the tyres for it. He's in the tow. He's having a look, and Slowpoke. He's going. Well, I don't think there's nothing he can do, can he? It's Le Mans, for heaven's sakes. There is Nout. There we go, side by side into the chicane. The softer tyre should prevail into the apex, and Grahamad Ali takes the lead of this race. And Slowpoke, stay on the toe. Stay in his toe. Let's keep him away from Smoky Tom, Grahamad Ali. So Slowpoke then holding on to the back of the Genesis as Smoky Tom in the Chevy chasing down that second spot. Slowpoke, he might even come back, but as soon as they get to the corners, he will not. It's lovely and clean. Look at the beauty, how close they race together. No little knocks or accidents. I mean, they do happen, but in this league, they are clean as a whistle. Absolutely got their art down to a T. And Slowpoke at the moment trying to stay in Grahamad Ali's toe to stay away from Smoky Tom. Or Smoky Tom also on those soft tyres and somewhat faster than Slowpoke. A 4:05.1 for Slowpoke though. He's he's not hanging around. And Smoky Tom then. He might be safe from the Beamers though. I think the Beamers may be too far back to get any podium action here. Hodgie ahead of Stealth, with Biggie now up to 6. He did do Jerry Smiles, unfortunately, but Biggie's picked himself up a penalty, but he is well on his way, isn't he? Jerry Smiles down in 7th, with Declan on that fastest lap, still ahead of Niggle, in fact pulling away from Niggle. The hard tyres have absolutely killed him. They've absolutely done him in. Seabroad in 10th, with Firepower in 11th. Muhammad Ali then has built up a gap, and now it's Smoky Tom's turn. And at the moment, Slowpoke is yeah, let's not. I stopped myself. It means I've grown and matured. Slowpoke's getting handed around, let's just say. Smoky Tom's turn on her now. And oh, he looks around the outside. You may as well just have a bit of patience there, Smoky. Wait until there's a corner. Those tyres are looking extraordinarily old on the Corvette though, so who knows? There might be a slip up in a corner. Slowpoke might still prevail for that second spot as they go through the early uphill chicane, and then they're heading to the downhill. It's kind of a chicane, it's very wide to be called a chicane. Just call it a right left. A little lift into this, not for the Group 3 cars obviously. And then the penalty corner as they go through, and at the moment Slowpoke doing just enough. We're on the final lap, ladies and gents. Muhammad Ali looks like he's a shoo-in for that lead. Slowpoke holding second against Smoky Tom. Is it the tyres? Or is he just showing a bit of patience? Hodgie ahead of his teammate Stealth by a long way now. He's pulled that lead out. I think Stealth went into tyre save mode. Not tyre save, fuel save mode. And he's still quite tight. Well, Hodgie's got loads of fuel. He's going to go for fastest lap on the last lap, is he? Biggie in 6th. 7th for Jerry Smiles. 8th for Declan, still ahead of Niggle in 9th. 10th for Seabroad. Firepower in 11th. Muhammad Ali. And this, oh, buggering hell. I wanted to get through and back before it happened. Okay, I had a feeling it was going to happen. I thought, I can go through the grid and get back before it happened. But no, Smoky Tom just had to go and do it, didn't he? So Slowpoke in 2nd. Well, you know what's going to happen. There's no point in me getting all excited and building it up, is there now? Smoky, oh, I don't know. Wowzers. What happened there? But Slowpoke breaking a lot earlier than Smoky Tom. Smoky Tom having to thread the needle there because there wasn't much space between himself and the between Slowpoke and the curb. And Smoky Tom, somehow just eking it in there beautifully. And Slowpoke, yeah, really early braking, it seems, on those hard tyres. Doesn't trust them into the braking zone. And why should he? They're braking the same place there. Oh, side by side. But Smoky Tom just slightly ahead. And Slowpoke giving it some big balls through the chicane. Now he's going to be in the tow. Is he going to try and have an attack at Musan? Ooh, it's tight stuff between Smoky Tom's tyres. They are pretty much there. Maybe the hards, the line has been crossed where they're as same as each other. And Slowpoke having a look around the outside of the flinger corner as you fling it in to the right, but decided better of it. Back in the tow again is Slowpoke. The podium is definitely on here. I don't think he's got to worry about Hodgie. And Stealth is literally barely touching his accelerator at the moment. Can he get that fuel tank all the way around? He's not going to get that fuel tank all the way around, surely. So Biggie might get another position here. Jerry Smiles also, if he stays in there. Declan in 8th, Niggle in 9th, 10th for Seabroad, Firepower in 11th. Smoky Tom then ahead of Slowpoke, and it looks like this one has stuck. It looks like Smoky Tom has managed to get that second place away from Slowpoke, but take nothing away from Slowpoke there. What an absolute race he has run. Muhammad Ali flew in the first part, came in for 2 laps on the, well, 3 laps. I think he stayed out a longer lap than Stealth and Biggie, and it's helped with his tyres, I suppose. Come the end, look at him go, and fuel. Smoky Tom in second, with Slowpoke there holding out the podium. 3. Hodgie in fourth, and that fuel, Biggie is closing, but Muhammad Ali is just about to cross the line. Has he? Where are we? Oh, was I a lap ahead? No, he's coming to the chicane, sorry. I saw the Ferris wheel and thought, what the hell? So here he comes, Muhammad Ali, to take the win. Great drive there by the Genesis driver here at Le Mans. Smoky Tom gets second, and Slowpoke gets driver of the day and third. Take a boo, my son. Hodgie brings it home for fourth. Stealth looks like he's okay. Biggie's closing. Hodgie then takes that fourth place. Cracking stuff. Stealth managing to keep the BMW behind. And that Stealth is fifth place. Well done, Stealth. Unbelievable. I didn't think the fuel was going to last. Biggie in sixth. Jerry Smiles in seventh. Oh, he's gone out wide. He's got a gap to Declan, but Declan in trouble from Nigel, but Nigel's got a penalty, so there goes Jerry Smiles for seventh. Cracking stuff. Declan in eighth, and he's managed to keep the Nigel behind. And Declan then crosses line, 8th place and fastest lap, and Nigel in 9th. I think Nigel could have done better. I think the 2 laps on softs were, I think he could have gone longer at the beginning of the race. So C Broad then brings home the Brawn Mercedes for 10th place, and we are getting very close to the reveal of the final table standings, as Seabroad then gives us a little demo of the AMG Mercedes as it crosses the line in 10th. Firepower, I'm sure, bouncing around the cockpit, knowing his teammate got a podium in the Lexus, and what a podium it was as well. I'm not saying it's often that third place outshines the winner and second place, but hey, that was some strategy, wasn't it? Hey. So Firepower bringing it on home in 11th spot. Great drive, great season by all, and what a championship. What an absolute cracking championship here at the Ultimate Racing League for League 1. And he crosses the line in 11th. So that man there won the race, Muhammad Ali. He was hunting down second spot in the championship, if you remember, against Jerry Smiles. Right, I shall put my glasses on. I shall open my phone. Ooh, the battery's low. The battery's low. That's not great, is it? Ooh. So in the chat then, Vodkrop saying, I love driving Genesis. Vodkrop says, there you go. Vodkrop saying, for saying our league has a few incidents, I think we're all trying to race clean. We're all kind of people who will give a place back if we think it's our fault. Oh, definitely. I only know from watching League 1 that they're absolutely clean as a whistle, and from racing in League 3, there's barely any incidents. A little nudge here and there, but it's nothing, it's just racing. Nothing terrible. Mr. Super 64 saying, what a move. And Super 64 saying, Muhammad Ali, we praise you. Right then, the moment that you've all been waiting for. I don't know if you're waiting for it or not, but I have the table. I'm just checking that Le Mans scores included. I know this because I didn't want to keep bugging the bloke who does the tables, so I did the math and thought, yes, that's definitely with drop scores. Drum roll. Brrr. So at the top of the championship for League 1, Wacky Racer didn't take part in the last 3 rounds, but he sealed it off early in the championship with 276 points. He'll be racing in the League of Champions next season. In second place, it starts with a G. And let me have a little sip of my coffee. It's thirsty work, you know, revealing things. I said it starts with a G. It's Muhammad Ali. Yes, in second place. He got it. He sealed the job. And he's on 247 points versus Jerry Smiles in third on 236. But any consolation, they are up and into the League of Championships. Championship. It's the League of Champions. So, yeah, that'll be Wacky Racer, Muhammad Ali, and Jerry Smiles next season, in with the cream. Then, for the rest of the table, in fourth, we have Smoky Tom on 210 points. He's ahead of Niggle in fifth on 195 points. Then we have Stealth in sixth on 192 points, and seventh, Hodgie with 192 points. There must have been a countback. I assume there was a countback between those two to work out who was above who. But the two BMWs in the Curry Munchers team scored exactly the same number. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. What a team. What a team. In eighth place, we have Slowpoke with 179 points. He finishes ahead of ninth place Declan on 159 points. 10th place to Firepower on 157 points. Only 2 points shy. That fastest lap, Declan, it was important. So Firepower 10th on 157. Good work from Declan jumping up there. 11th, Seabroad with 115 points, finishing ahead of James Stephen, which seems fair because two people driving, doesn't James and Stephen. In 12th on 89 points. And 13th, Biggie on 89 points. So going down into the League 2, which ain't so bad. League 2's pretty good. I've seen some of their streams. Is Benzo in 14th on 48 points. Conrad in 15th on 32 points. And Robbie in 16th on 7 points. Well done to everyone who took part. It was great. Yeah, and to repeat, your promoted drivers are Wacky Racer, Muhammad Ali, and Jerry Smiles. So Muhammad Ali and Jerry Smiles gets to do it all over again next season in a new league. And Benzo, Conrad, and Robbie will be joining League 2. I believe everyone who covers their leagues will be announcing at the end of the stream, the table for their championship. So if you need to know who's getting promoted to League 1, you'll have to watch League 2's coverage. You see how we've done? You see how URL done you there? You got to watch us all. You got to watch all of them, and you should, because if you enjoyed this one, this is the lowest, this is the worst one of all of the streams. So get yourself off, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the other guys. You know, I don't get too worried about that. So what? If you don't want to press a button, that's down to you. But if you could press it on the other streaming guys, that I'd rather you do it. I'd rather you hit like and share and subscribe on the other guys than do it. If you're going to do it for one or two people, do it for the other guys, because they deserve it. Oh, big breath. That was an absolute cracking championship. We shall return with new rules. Well, not new rules, but different things are happening. I've heard whispers and rumours and all sorts of things that's going to be happening. Like, I've heard rumours of teams throughout the whole league, like one team going through all the leagues. And all the leagues are fighting for that one team. It's like Harry Potter at what house was he in? He wasn't Slytherin. I only remember Slytherin. Oh, I hope I end up in Team Slytherin. I hope we do Harry Potter teams. I don't even like the Harry Potter films, but I do like the Hagakazaz. Okay, I've rambled. It's over. What are we still doing here? Thanks for watching. Tiru. Word to your mother.